Welcome to the next Teacher Billionaire channel. My name is Robin Samson. As I already said, I will come with the only one secret that will make you a billionaire. The one secret of wealth. And I said there is no any other secret apart from that one. And that secret is the simplest secret that if I tell you, I hope you scratch your head to say, this one, very simple. Yes, it's a very simple secret. Very, very simple. And even those who are financial experts, they overlook that one. They try to explain something, to put out, yes, to give formulae. But they skip this one because it's very simple. But it's the only secret of wealth, the only secret of success. All others can just follow that secret. But if you have that one, you will definitely be at wealth, very much rich. Okay, without wasting time, let me take you to that secret. I'll start with this story, a very simple story. A certain young man went to Socrates. You know Socrates, eh? Yes, the great philosopher Socrates, the man with wisdom. So he went there to ask him about how he can be wealthy, how he can be rich. So what Socrates did, Socrates just took that young man to the river and went where there was deep water. Socrates grabbed that young man and forced him into the water up until he was about to drown, yes, to suffocate. So when he was about to suffocate, he let him to come out of the water, and he asked him, yes, what did you need most when you were under the water? So the young man who wanted to be rich said, I was about to die. I was about to suffocate. So I needed most air. I needed air most. Yes. If it could pass for a certain time without air, without oxygen, I would have died. So I made sure to push myself out of the water so that I should gasp the air. I should breathe in the air. That's what I wanted. I wanted the air. So the young man said, yeah, that one is the only secret of wealth. What am I trying to explain there? The only secret of wealth is unwavering desire to be wealthy. It is often said that if your why is not strong enough, you will definitely fail in your success. That is to say, if you have a strong purpose, you have a strong why to do something, you will definitely do anything to achieve that something. Yes. So you need wealth the way you need oxygen. You should reach a point where you say, I cannot live without oxygen. Yes, I cannot live without wealth. I'll do anything possible to become wealthy. I'm sick and tired of poverty. I will become wealthy. You need to make a decision to say, from now onwards, I've made this intentional decision to be wealthy. Now, if you make that decision, it will stick in your head that this thing called wealth is my oxygen. If you can live without oxygen, can you live? No, you can't live. So if you reach that stage that I can't live without being rich, then you will definitely become a billionaire. Then if you will be thinking in that scenario to say I will never allow myself to be poor. I will make sure I will become rich. This wealth, this richness is what entails as oxygen in my heart, in my everything. I will take it as oxygen. So what will you do then? You will start studying anything about wealth. You will try to understand anything about money. What is money? How does money work? How do you manage money? How do you get money? How do you keep money? How do you manage wealth? Mind you, money and wealth are two different things. Yes, you can have money, but you can be poor. And you can have no money, but still you can be wealthy. Okay, I will talk of that later. But now let me give you this simple thing now. Now that you know that oxygen is what you need, to be wealthy is what you need. So if you require to be wealthy anyhow, yes, you make it as a decision that I'll be wealthy whether someone wants or not. But I will have that wealth in a right way, not compromising anything. I will not do anything bad. I will do anything good to get the wealth. So what will you do then? Then you just need to know one thing. After having that desire, that unwavering passion, unwavering desire to be wealthy, you just need to know one thing. This one thing is coming from the book of Isaiah. Yes, the Bible can be a reference. Don't be annoyed with that reference. Yes, from Isaiah said, seed is given to the sower, and bread is given to the eater. So, can you take that concept, that statement? What does it mean? It means if you get money, you must understand that there are two categories. Yes, there are two aspects of money, aspects of usage. Yes, there are two parts to use money. You use money in two ways. Just know that there are two ways, there are two parts, there are two categories of money. The other part of any money you get is bread. And the other part of the money you get is seed. So in every money you get, there is bread and there is seed. What do you do with seed? You sow the seed. You don't eat the seed, you sow the seed. What do you do with bread? You don't sow bread, you eat bread. What do I mean here? When you get money, any amount of money, just know that there is bread in it and there is seed in it. Make sure you eat the bread and make sure you sow the seed. But the problem with the majority is that they also eat the seed. They eat both the seed and the bread. Don't do that, my friend. Don't eat the seed. Eat the bread and sow the seed. All right. Let me give a synopsis of what you can do there. Assuming you get something like 40,000 kwacha. Yes, let me give a simple example, or 20,000 kwacha. Just know that in that 20,000 kwacha, there is bread and there is seed. Yes, there is bread because you can't live without eating. You need a certain amount of food to eat. You need maybe porridge to eat. You need maybe something, the basics that can keep you alive. You need them to eat. So you take a certain portion of that to eat, not to enjoy. Get me right there. Not to enjoy, but to eat. We eat to live. Just take something to eat as a basic. Then invest the rest. Someone says, I can't invest 5,000 watch. You can invest even 2,000 watch. Have you even realized that on the internet or on your mobile money, you can even buy shares of 1,000 kwacha or 2,000 kwacha? You can even invest with the insurance companies with the 1,000 kwacha. You can even do something and cook something and sell with 1,000 kwacha. You can even do something. So just do something with the seed, invest the seed, sow the seed, then eat the bread. So when you develop that culture of taking any money you get as part of it to be what you can eat to sustain your life, and part of it to invest, with that burning, with that unwavering passion, unwavering desire to become wealthy, you definitely become a billionaire. All right, next time I'll talk how you can manage the wealth, and I'll also talk of the real principles of wealth, what you can follow in order to become the billionaire. But this is what I've given you is just a clue that you need to have the unwavering purpose in life to become wealthy, that you can't allow to become poor. And also that you should know that every money you get is seed and bread. Eat a certain part and invest a certain part. That's a must. But if you eat all of it, it means you have eaten both the seed and the bread. So I hope you become the billionaire. Yes. You can ask, are you a billionaire, Robin Sampson? Oh yes, I'm more than a billionaire. Yes, I'm more than a billionaire. You realize later that I'm a billionaire. Now I'm just becoming a billionaire before I become a billionaire. What do I mean? Yes, you need to become wealthy before you acquire wealth. You need to become rich before you get the rich. Yes, become rich before you get the richness. Become wealthy before you get the wealthy. So I've become wealthy. Yes, I've become wealthy. So in me, there is more than a billionaire person. So outside me, for now, there is no a billionaire person. But inside me, there is a billionaire person. So that which is inside me will become out. And it is just a matter of days or months or years. It will become out, and I will definitely become inside and outside. So what matters most is to become inside. Become a billionaire inside before you become a billionaire both inside and outside. But if you become a billionaire outside, you definitely lose that wealth. But if you become a billionaire inside, you will never become poor. You will become ultra rich. Okay, I believe I've inspired you to the core. Thank you. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and turn on the notification bell in this Next Door Teacher Billionaire channel. Thank you. Bye.